Hey guys, welcome back to the studio. We're here to do another video. So right off the bat, I just want to say, you might have seen the title. This is not a paid advertisement. This is a sort of just a information slash product slash review type thing. But I paid for this myself, so let's get right into it. And so let's start with some backstory first. So don't mind this for a second. So years ago, I picked these up. So they're not these ones. So like these Star Wars Saga collection. You got the Imperial Snowtrooper, of course the Scout Trooper, and he's actually my favorite character ever in Star Wars. So I love these things. They're basically, you got these vintage box, vintage card back, and they came with these awesome Star Wars themed cases. So you got the Imperial symbol, you got the Rebel symbol, and it's got Star Wars embroidered in the back of it here, whatever. And these were like awesome. Like, I mean, I was never really a mint on card like collector that needed plastic cases, but these were just perfect. Like, I love them. So like, I picked up a bunch of them. I got these guys. Then of course I ended up getting, and it's weird because these cases have kind of yellowed, but like I got the Star Wars trilogy, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Boba Fett, Stormtrooper, Han Solo, and Darth Vader, Empire Strikes Darth Vader. So I've got a bunch of these, and these were like, I just love them. Like I just love having them out. Of course, I started to pick up a few more of the vintage figures. Now, I'm on a budget when it comes to collecting my figures, so like I can't be one of these like completist people where you just get every single Star Wars figure out there. Like, it's just not possible. So I have to kind of pick and choose which ones I want. And so like, I have the Jawa here. He was super cool. I think I got him on clearance or something like that. Like over the time, like, here's the latest Return of the Jedi Emperor newest wave VC figure 200. And they're just so cool. I'm not gonna really open them, but like I just love them. And then like the idea is like, well, I kind of want them to look similar to the other set, there with the protective cases. I ran across this company called Figure Shields, and they seem to have a good product. They do, cases for vintage figures like this, like carded ones. They do Marvel Legends. They do Black Series. They do a bunch of things. But the problem is, and they didn't ship to Canada. I think I reached out to them and I chatted to them like years ago, like maybe 2 years ago. The plastic cases were gonna be like, $30. The shipping was gonna be like $45 or something like that. So it was stupid. So, unfortunately I had to let that dream die. Now, fast forward to this past Black Friday, smaller toy dealers, and there's one here locally in Ottawa with the name DJC Collectibles. I've dealt with him before, really nice guy, and guess what? He has the official contract, Figure Shields in Canada. So guess what I did? Of course, on Black Friday, I picked up some, and it's been quite the journey. So this is 5, so there's one right here, but there's 5, and they ended up being $20. So like Canadian. So like that is a hot deal. So I'll get these over here so there's not so much glare on them. And so let's get this guy over here. So this was my Jawa, and you know what? Fits nicely in there. Doesn't move. It's protected. Really, really, really nice. Has sort of the feels of the other ones, right? Very similar. I would have liked if they were like maybe a bit thinner. See how these ones, like obviously these ones were custom made for these figures, whatever, right? It's a little thicker. I would like it to be as thin as these, but I guess it's got to cover like a wide base of product or whatever, right? But I really do like this Emperor, and I don't have an Emperor figure for some reason, and just because he was VC 200, I was like, oh, okay, that's cool, and I picked up this one. It's in pretty good condition. Like, of course, these are really hard to find in good condition because they get bed up, and they're only on cardstock. Let me get rid of that. And so sometimes it's hard, but basically to find them in good condition. So I picked the best one of that one. It seemed pretty good, and we're gonna seal it up now. So basically what you do, you end up getting the fronts and the backs, right? So we'll get one out here. So here's a back, here is a front, right? So it's two pieces, and they interlock together, and it's just, you know, you press them together. Of course, on the back here, it says Figure Shields to collect and protect. You know, it's really nice feel to it. And of course, it's got the card slot there. So basically, you can do this. Now, there's different ways to do this or whatever, right? So I played with this to get the Jawa in there, obviously. You can push it in there a little bit, or you can just lay it on this thing, and this goes on the back here, and we just push it in, and it is protected, and it's in there for life, So, you know what, like, I can't complain. I really like this, and of course I'm gonna hang some of these up, and we'll show you my pegboard wall in a different video. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do a video on it. You might see a reel or a YouTube short about it as well in the future. But so basically, that is the Emperor. There is the Jawa and the Figure Shields. Of course, they're kind of universal, not meant just Star Wars figures. So I forgot to mention this earlier. This is you know, similar to these ones released by Hasbro, where it had the custom Rebels and Imperial sign. This is a G.I. Joe mail-away figure dock that I got in my collection as well, because I absolutely love this. If you watched videos before, I love the G.I. Joe 25th anniversary line. It is like top notch. I love it. So I ended up getting this guy. I have the mailer box somewhere in a box as well. But this, of course, has the star for G.I. Joe, the Cobra logo up on top, and it says G.I. Joe on the back of it. And this guy's super cool. But what I was trying to get at was, you can also, of course, use these things for anything you have in your collection. So, you know, that's G.I. Joe. And here we go. Oh, no, did that wrong. That's what I tried to do the first time too. That's why I went with this different method of doing this and laying it in first. I don't know necessarily. This one's got a bad crease in it. I don't know if like it being in here would help it out or whatever. But basically, lock it in there and squish. Now this one's got a bad crease, but we get it in there and boom, 'tis in there. Now I'm not gonna keep this guy in there because I have a whole wall of G.I. Joe figures that I just keep them on or whatever, and I actually have to redo my peg wall. And I'm like I said, I'm gonna do a video on that, and we'll get that in the next, you know, I don't know if it's going to be done before the holidays, but, you know, it's something on my list of things to do. So long story short, there's probably a big glare from the ring light here or whatever, so sorry about that. Long story short, these Figure Shield cases are really top notch. I really enjoy them, and I love them. And once again, this is not a sponsored video. I willingly paid for these. I've been tracking these for several years, and so glad that there's an official retailer in Canada now where all Canadian collectors can get them if they want them or whatever. I myself would highly recommend them. I think that they do their job and they're pretty cool. I like them, and I am going to continue to use them. I'm going to fill out my Star Wars vintage collection figures and get these in cases and get them on the wall. And then, of course, I think I might have a couple left over. I might have to order another set. Maybe, just maybe, fingers crossed. Maybe DJC will have another sale on Boxing Day, a holiday here after Christmas. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I have my fingers crossed. And anyways, long story short, guys, highly recommend these. Check out the next video to see if you can find something with a lot of G.I. Joe stuff. And we're going to get to more Transformer stuff in the coming months as well. Anyways, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.